we can see the iliopsoas. So this leg model, you can see actually both of them separately. So this is the iliacus, and here's the psoas major. Together, iliopsoas, and then they come together and come out here. So this is your iliopsoas coming out. Then on this anterior thigh, we'll just look at the sartorius, right? So the sartorius starts off on the ASIS, originates on the anterior superior iliac spine, goes all the way to the medial tibia. So it's going to cross the hip and the knee. That's your sartorius. And then when we move inwards, you can see, let's do the thigh first. So here's the rectus femoris, okay, straight up and down, the part of your quadriceps. The other two quadriceps are here, your two vastus here. So you have a vastus medialis and vastus lateralis, and then underneath both of these guys, if we took your rectus femoris off, then we would have the vastus intermedius. And I can't do it, so we'll just say it's inside. So intermedius is deep to all of these guys. So the rectus femoris is the only one that goes from the hip, so the anterior inferior iliac spine, that also crosses the hip. The vastus and the intermedius don't. They all originate on the femur. All of them, all your quadriceps will insert onto the tibia, and they do it through the quadriceps tendon. After it passes the patella, it then becomes a patellar ligament. Okay, but I think in the literature it says quadriceps tendon going to the tuberosity there. Okay, so as we flip it in like this, we can see the gracilis, the nice straight up and down biggest adductor. Not biggest, but most prominent. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is the gracilis. Sorry, this is a little different. So there's your gracilis. Here we have the adductor longus, okay? And the adductor longus with the sartorius. And here you have a really nice inguinal ligament that makes up your femoral triangle in this area. And you can see the femoral artery, vein, and nerve. And I think you can also see the very small pectineus muscle right there. So there we have the sartorius, we come in, the adductor longus, we have the gracilis, here we have the adductor magnus. Okay, so all those are adductors. Most of them originate on the pubis and will go and insert onto the tibia. So here, going back, is the hamstring group, right? So you look at your two major muscles of the hamstring group. You have a third one that's a little bit deeper. But anyways, the two ones, if you're on the lateral side, it's the biceps femoris. If you're on the medial side, it's the semitendinosus. And you can see the semimembranosus kind of underneath the tendinosus. Right? So it has a number 17 on this model. Okay, so that's it for the thigh and hip and thigh. So if we move to the leg, did I forget one? Oh yeah, I forgot this side, the butt. So I forgot the gluteus maximus, and then underneath we can see the gluteus minimus, and we can see the piriformis, and the piriformis lies on top of the, I guess you should say, the sciatic muscle comes out from underneath the piriformis.
Wait, that's gluteus minimus? I thought it was gluteus
medius. Did I say minimus?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, medius. Medius piriformis. Okay, then we don't need to worry about any of those smaller muscles. And so then we have, so this is the IT band, IT tract, or the iliotibial band. A really thick part of your fascia lata, which is connective tissue that wraps around your thigh. This muscle here is the tensor fascia lata, okay? Helps to abduct your thigh, okay? So you can see this muscle, you can see pretty much it's going to, originate on the ilium here, the iliac crest, and go inserts onto this fascia. Okay, so I think that concludes the thigh. Now if we go to the leg, starting in the front of the leg, here's your tibia. So the muscle right on top of your tibia is the tibialis anterior. It's a really powerful dorsiflexor. Moving in, the tibialis anterior, then we have two muscles here, still on the anterior compartment of the leg, and they're basically extensor digitorum longus. I think actually it says just extensor digitorum in the and then underneath we have an extensor hallucis longus. Where is it? Well, the other leg model, you can see the extensor hallucis longus a little bit in this region. This one you can't really see.
It seemed like it was this right here.
67. Yeah, that tendon there.
It just doesn't, you don't
This
see
is
it
the
underneath when
nerve.
you pull that out.
Right. Oh, so you pull it out.
When you pull it out, you don't see it either.
Oh, you don't see it. Okay. Well, so this one doesn't have it. But you should be aware, you know, there's a hallucis longus. Maybe, no, maybe in that area. Does it have it here? Yeah. Let's see. Here. Yeah. Yeah. So on the side, the lateral compartment, you really just have two muscles. They're called fibularis because your fibula is on the lateral side. So there's your fibularis longus, and then down here fibularis brevis. Okay, and then we turn to the back, and we have our big gastrocnemius that forms the two bumps of your calf. Underneath the gastrocnemius, we have a soleus. Okay, so you can see the soleus right here. You can also pull off one of the heads of the gastrocnemius. So remember, the gastrocnemius has two heads, a medial head and a lateral head. And then if we pull this off, then you can see the three deeper muscles of the leg. This is pull off. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. So the one that's sort of in the middle of the three muscles you need to know, 1, 2, 3, is the tibialis posterior. And then this one is your flexor hallucis longus, and then you have a flexor digitorum longus. Okay. So what I was saying in class, and I kind of messed up, is like this one you would expect the hallucis to be on the side of the big toe, but it's not. It's on the opposite side. The tendon kind of goes around and wraps around. So right. So that's it.
Yeah.